Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Muyiwa Felix, and in this video I'll be showing you how to apply to graduate programs in Europe. Actually, how to find these programs and how to apply to them. There are lots of information on the internet as to how to do these things. Some of them are not completely true, some of them are not very accurate. So I'd like to show you exactly how you can do this, how you can find these graduate programs. And they are very simple steps, but I believe you do better when somebody shows you exactly how it is done. It's very simple, but yes, let's go to my laptop and let's see how to get this thing done. Okay, welcome guys. So I'll be showing you how to find programs in Europe. And unlike Canada and United States, Europe is a bit different in the sense that um, different countries have different portals where you can apply for programs in their countries. In Europe, that's mostly how it is. So there's a central portal where you can, if you're planning to apply to Norway, if you're planning to apply to Sweden, there's a central portal where you can go to and find find programs based on the universities and in specific countries. So for instance, now countries in Europe. Like that was at the point I was searching. I would do like countries in Europe or countries in I'll just fish countries in the Schengen area or something. Let me do that search and see what I get. Countries in the Schengen area. Schengen area. This is countries in the Schengen area. So those are the countries that I want to really double down on when it comes to as far as this video is concerned. So I want to pull this up. So when I'm talking about Europe, I mean countries in the Schengen area. With just one passport, with just one visa rather, if you get a visa to a Schengen visa, you have access to these countries in Europe: Austria, Belgium, Czech Republic, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Iceland, Italy, Latvia, Liechtenstein, Lithuania, Luxembourg, and so on and so forth. Every country on this list, you have access to them by virtue of just one visa that you have. So you can gain, if you can gain entrance to either of these countries, then you will be able to gain entrance to each of them as well. And in some cases where you still have to apply for, by virtue of holding the passport you're holding, I don't know which country you're coming from, probably from Nigeria or from other countries. By virtue of holding your passport, you may still have to apply for visa. But if you're just planning a temporary stay, maybe like 1 month or 2 months, by virtue of studying in any of these countries, you have access to other countries in the Schengen area with just your passport and they will tell you the requirement, but that's basically it. So and that's one advantage of studying in Europe. Like, there are so many beautiful places to see. Europe is one of the most beautiful continents on this planet, in my opinion. And there are lots of beautiful places to see. The cultural diversity is also great. If you go to different places, you see different things, you see different people, you see different landscape, and that's beautiful. Okay, let me get to the serious part of this video, which is getting finding graduate programs. So for instance now, so if I want to study in Austria, you just do a Google search as simple as how to study in Austria. So this is me searching for study in Estonia. You can see Estonia is one of the countries that I found on this list, right? So on this list now, before I even started this video, I searched study in Estonia. So yes, I did study in Estonia, and this came out. And then, so the same way I said study in Estonia, I can say study in Sweden, or in Norway, or in Liechtenstein, or in study in Norway, and you realize that it's almost like the same thing. So study in Norway, or this is a study in Estonia. And when you check it out, you see that they have most of their programs, right? This is the site for the country. If you want to study in Estonia, this is it. So is this bachelor's, master's, doctoral, short courses, and then you can just do, if you're looking for a master's or a doctoral program, I say learn more there. And then yeah, I'm going to come back here to check for Norway. I'll say check for Norway. If you want to study in, let me check one other country in my list, countries in the Schengen area. Let's say I want to study in Poland, and I haven't checked these things before, right? I'm just doing it right away from this video. So let's say I want to study in Poland. Let's see if there's a central portal for that one as well. Yeah, so say study in Poland. Study in Poland, that's it right there. It says there's a central portal, study.gov.poland, study in Poland.pl. So you can see. So study in Poland.pl. So here you can find the programs that you need. Is this it? I'm not sure if this is it. Fidget University. Okay, let me check this other one. Study in Poland for international students in English. And you can see this is the government of Poland. So yeah, please, when you're searching as well, please just make sure that you're checking the right website. You will see all sorts, but you can tell that this is directly from the government of Poland. So if I want to do something in the what area, now I say agriculture, forestry, veterinary sciences, which is what I am anyway. So master's program. I say go. Any language, I want English, please. I don't want any language, I want English. So you can see it's also offering that you can find a scholarship. So here are they. You can see a full-time program, agricultural, forestry, and veterinary sciences in Poland. You see, you can find them here. Even right from here, I can still change my search and say I want something in the medical, health, and sports sciences. And I say go again, then it goes. And it will be, all these programs will be in English. They will be in English. So now when it comes to searching for scholarship, I really haven't explored that, but yeah, I'll go back to the page where it says scholarship, find scholarship. So you find a scholarship, you find out more. Just explore it, explore it. But even at that, see, these are Polish government scholarship. These are Polish government scholarship that you can find here. You can check them out. Scholarship for citizens from developing countries. You can check this one out and see how it applies to you. If you're from a developing country, which I think Nigeria is from, but I say Polish National Agency for Academic Exchange Program for Students. You can check them out. And you see how it applies to you. You can see how to also make use of the scholarship. So there is no shame in this game. Just check it out and see how it works. So there's a list of countries from that scholarship page. There's a list of countries here that are eligible to access this. That are able to access this scholarship. You see. So I'm trying to see if there is Nigeria there. The truth is, many of these countries actually do not consider Nigeria to be poor based on our economic indices. So sometimes that's always a disservice. Yeah, they look at the economic indices like, oh, you guys have oil and all that. So yeah, so I don't get distracted in this video. So that's it. So we just checked Poland, right? So I wouldn't go for this site. Let's say let me check another country on my list in the Schengen area. Let's say Slovenia. Let's say I want to study in Slovenia. I say I say study in Slovenia. Let's see if there is a central portal for Slovenia. Yeah, so that's it. You can see study in Slovenia.si, and then I want to see if there's a government website for that. Yeah, that's it right there. Study in Slovenia. So I'm going to come here. Yeah, so this is the central portal for studying in Slovenia. And right from here, you'll be able to see find programs in English. You see, so one of my favorite countries in Europe is Italy, right? Studying in Italy. So from here, you can see programs that are offered in English. You can see bachelor, master's. So let me click on bachelor's here. This is for Slovenia, please. I hope I'm not confusing you. You can see, and these are the programs, bachelors that are offered in English language. You can check them out right on this portal as well. You'll be able to see maybe the tuition, or you can contact them and you'll be able to find more information about it if there are academic programs, if there are exchange programs, and I'll be talking more about the peculiarity of Europe, studying in Europe, very soon, even right on this video. But then I cannot complete this without checking Italy, which is one of my best countries in Europe. Yeah, I I got a scholarship in Italy, and I used the scholarship in Italy. So was really good to me, and I love the place very much. So there's a need-based scholarship for international students in Italy in Italy. So if you want to study in Italy, an international student, I think Italy is one of the best. I think Italy is one of the best locations for you. So yeah, by virtue okay, I can't find the website I'm looking for exactly. I can't find the website I'm looking for exactly, but the website is universitaly.it. So I'm just going to check. I'm just going to Google it directly and say universitaly, universitaly, um, universitaly. So I'm just going to say universitaly, and this is the portal for yeah. So this is it right here, universitaly.it, and this is the portal for international students to apply to study in Italy. This is a portal for international students to apply to study in Italy. You can see, even by virtue of just searching that one, this says, okay, this is another stuff. So if you want to study in Finland, just search for it. You get it. You get the point now. Say search study in Finland. There's a central portal for almost all the universities for all the countries in Europe. You get it. So university.it. So you convert this back to English. It shows you the universities that you can apply to right from here. So, and if that's not good enough, you can also use university portals like a simple Google search. It will also do. It says find programs, find study programs, find study programs in Europe, program in Europe. So you can check that out, and there are quite a number of them. Yeah, study.eu will be a good resource for you, and you can find all the programs in it. You can search, you can filter, just like so you can search, you can filter, you can explore this website. You can see you will find them. But after exploring the website, what I would do is I would go to each of the universities. Let's say, for instance, I pick one of these ones in Estonia. Let's say, for instance, in Estonia, I find this program interesting, craft studies, or let's say contemporary physics, and this in Estonian Academy of Music and Theatre. I'm going to pick up this site like I do for every video. If you have seen most of my video, I'm going to check it directly and then look for contact persons on this site, in this university, and ask them questions. I want every information at my fingertip by the time I'm making this move. So I don't want surprises. I don't want I should have known. No, I want to know everything that there is to know about studying there as an international student. So I check them. I familiarize myself with the website, with the people, and then by asking for information and all that. So by the time I'm applying for this school, I already have a sense of what I'm getting into. So, but before you apply to Europe, having said all of this, now I've been able to make 2 points. Like most countries in Europe have a central portal, or is it 3 points I've made now? They have a central portal where you can apply. And the second point that I made is that you can go directly to, okay, even though they have a central portal, you can still use college boards, like something like this, like study.eu, to find programs. And if you don't want to, then, and despite doing this as well, you should also go to the university or the institutions directly to go and check. So those are 3 layers of finding graduate programs, or finding programs generally in Europe. So having said all of that, let me get through some peculiarities of studying in Europe. So, and these are the things I would like to talk about. Number one, when you're looking for programs in Europe, number one, you should think of the tuition. Tuition is very, very, very important. Tuition is very, very important. Some programs, I know generally, programs in Europe are not so expensive relatively. They are not so expensive, but still, you need to be sure that you can afford it. You can afford it. And in most cases, even if you have part of the money, you probably will need to work. So that's where you need to work to be able to pay up. Now that's where location really matters. Because of language barrier in Europe, it's not all locations that are favorable to international students. You get, in some locations you cannot work because you cannot work. It's not because you are not entitled to work legally. You are entitled to work legally, maybe 20 hours per week, but by virtue of the setup of the place, language barrier, you just may not be able to find your way through the system. And I have a personal experience in that, especially in Italy. It was really difficult for me to work. It was difficult for many international students to work. It was not just me. It was a general thing among international students, and I can say this boldly that was a thing in Italy. But now, so I would advise that if you're going to Europe in anywhere, you should think of your tuition. It's something you should be able to afford or have funding for. Or you should, yeah, and then secondly, you should think about the location as well. If it's favorable to work, I know some other people have told me about Germany that it's possible to work in Germany, and Germany is more favorable to international students because most of their younger generations work with because most of their young generation speak English. They speak English and they are proficient in English language, so that's really not a problem for them. After that, you think of the scholarship and funding. For instance, in Italy, where I studied, there is a need-based scholarship, and there are merit-based scholarships, and there's a need-based scholarship as well that can make use of. So you should check what works for you. That's why it is important to get through to the university and ask for information. They will tell you all the scholarship scheme that they have available that you can take advantage of or apply for. So you cannot keep quiet when you're traveling overseas. When you're planning to travel overseas, you cannot keep quiet and hope that somebody does it for you. No, you have to go all out and check for what's available for you. And then, yeah, the last one, which is actually an advantage of studying in Europe, is the exchange program. If you study in Europe, in the Schengen area, most importantly, I don't know if this applies to outside Schengen area, but I think it does because UK is not even Schengen, right? And there are some exchange programs that takes you from Schengen area to places to the UK, to the United Kingdom. So, but if you study in Europe, you have the opportunity of going for lots and lots of exchange programs. You can get as much as 1 year exchange program, and some of them they call Erasmus Mundus. Some of them are Erasmus Mundus, some of them are other schemes. There are quite a number of schemes. I, for one, took advantage of this, and I enjoyed this. My department had a bilateral agreement with 3 Canadian universities, and that was my access route into Canada. So you can also watch. So I made a video on it. I don't know if it's already on my channel. Just check the playlist that I made for studying abroad, and you'll find all this information there. Check my channel and you'll find the playlist there. So I believe that for some reasons I've been able to help you find programs, help you help you to know how to find programs in Europe, how to study in Europe. So if you have any questions from the things I said that are not so clear, please use the comment section, ask me anything. I'm going to come there to reply to you, and I will reply personally. And if you want me to make other videos to address any questions, I will definitely do that. I will do that gracefully. So thank you for watching this video. I am incredibly grateful.